Now you just take it on your phone, and if you love the song and you keep playing that shit up, we gonna make it
Yeah,
20
but
times for
1,500,
the album.
the numbers don't add. And 1,500 streams is one spin or one record sale or something. That ain't that. Whoever the fuck made that up, they hate us.
The shit, the
Who the
whole
fuck?
system been a scam from the beginning. You talking to the wrong guy. The math never added up with the record labels.
Where's the money? When
Where's
are we
the
getting
trade?
paid?
The music streaming pendulum is finally swinging. So Tidal just announced they are going direct to consumer. According to this post by Tidal CEO Jack Dorsey, artists in the US can now sell their music on Tidal. Upload an album, set a price, and sell directly to your fans. Listeners can now download the highest quality files to their device, that's dope, or play within the Tidal app. No subscription required. Let's go, finally. So I believe this is technically the first major music streaming platform to allow you to upload directly to their site and app and to allow you to name your price. To be honest with y'all, I don't think they had much of a choice in the matter, and others will quickly follow suit. For those that don't know, streaming platforms pay anywhere between 1/4 of a penny to 1/2 a penny per stream. It takes literally 1 million streams a month to make minimum wage. This is probably why we don't see a lot of bands anymore. Go ahead, try splitting 1/4 of a penny 5 ways. Also, this is why we've had much shorter songs lately. If streaming the music is the name of the game, people will make their songs 2 minutes instead of 5 to get the most replay value out of it. But with that modern way of music consumption, we wouldn't get classics like Bohemian Rhapsody or Stairway to Heaven or Mural by Lupe Fiasco. Now, I have to give credit where credit is due. I don't think this was done out of kindness, but more so necessity. Basically, they saw the bag that Even.Biz was getting with people like La Russell and recently J. Cole and wanted in on the action and on the bread. And shout out to Even as well as Bandcamp for setting the stage for this direct-to-consumer. They were definitely ahead of the curve. You may not believe me, but this will benefit both the artist and the listener, and here's why. Of course, the artist will be able to make more revenue, but also there will be a higher standard held in music. When artists have to compete for 99 cents or $9.99 for an album, they can't just release throwaways and garbage anymore just for the sake of quantity, because if the music is trash, people will not buy. This also benefits the listener because you will get to actually own the music. What people don't get is that we are renting music every month. What if tomorrow Ye pulled all of his albums off of Apple Music and Spotify and YouTube? Unless if you physically own the albums or the digital download, you wouldn't have a way to listen to these albums anymore. I'm not a huge fan of subscription models, and I think people are getting subscription fatigued, especially in this economy. And in my humble opinion, one shouldn't be able to listen to Purple Rain, Thriller, College Dropout, Sgt. Pepper, and Reasonable Doubt infinitely for $9.99 a month. Especially when that $9.99 a month isn't going to the artist that you're actually listening to, but it goes into a pool of a bunch of artists, more so mainstream artists. And some of them you may or may not even consume. People might disagree with this, but music has value and it is not content. It's fair to say it's a product, but it is not content. This is content. You know how many songs literally save people's lives? You know how many songs got people over their depression or are lost in a family? How many songs created memories for people to dance to at their weddings? And you value these songs in your life at 1/4 of a penny. Think about it. I'm not saying we should go back to the days of physical albums selling for $20 with only 3 or 4 good songs on there, but also we shouldn't have every album ever made ever for $9.99. There has to be a happy medium, especially if you aren't happy with today's music. And I'm living proof that this works. A few years back, I released a song on the regular streaming platforms. It got about 50,000 streams, and that paid roughly $70 to $80. I said, screw that. So my next 3 songs I released independently, one on a website, one on Even.Biz, and then one on Bandcamp. And I just let people name their price for it. You could pay as low as $1 or as much as you wanted to. And some people straight up paid like $20. It was crazy. I ended up making $1,000 just from those 3 songs. And that's just me, random rapper producer from Oklahoma that nobody really knows like that. Imagine the numbers for bigger artists who still aren't quite mainstream yet, but bigger than me and still independent. That's life-changing money for them. They will be able to feed their families, pay their bills, invest in their music, and make more music or better music. And everyone's just like, well, just go on tour and just make money that way. Touring does not pay as much as people think. With insurance costs, with travel costs, all of that, I promise you, it does not pay that much. So I think overall, this is a major positive, even if they did this out of just necessity to compete. I still think this is going to be a plus for every artist, small and big. Take someone like Drake. Normally, if he would have, say, 300,000 streams on an album, even if just 30,000 of those people bought it for $1 or $10 or whatever, he would make a lot more money. But more importantly, that still applies for smaller artists as well. Let me know in the comments if you are for or against streaming platforms going direct to consumer and why. I would love to hear your thoughts on this. I'm very passionate about this. Also, if you need any mixing or mastering services done, just hit that link in the bottom there in the description. As always, thank you guys for watching. Till next time, peace.